Go to the rivers and cleanse yourself of the recent past. Lastly, don't forget, each morning before our Father the Sun makes his appearance, take feather in one hand and cornpole in the other, and offer them to the deities in the mountains, in the clouds, in the valleys, to the north, to the west, to the south, to the east, to Sipopene and Wenima. Sangi de Ho.
You didn't know who Popeye is.
The Pueblo kids don't get this part of the history in their school.
They say he was a spiritual leader, meaning a medicine man.
Only us, the older people, I guess, knew about what this was all about.
What we learned about ourselves from history books, it's appalling.
The children at that school could not find anything to read about Indians that was not against the Indians. There was hardly anything that was positive.
We have been part of this country, the building of this country, and yet we haven't been recognized as such.
The statue is now, in a place where people from all over the world and walks of life will be able to see and know that that person, the Pope was a part of our history and will continue to educate people for years to come.
It's a very beautiful story of the triumph of ultimately the human spirit.
Our story will have a place in American history and the history of the world.
May the 21st was the unveiling of Pope A here.
Gilwingate decided we will host the event of the blessing. It will be the unveiling of the statue for the Pueblo people.
Glad that all our Pueblo people came together as one.
I never thought in my life that I would be a significant part of history.
We're honoring a man, in his home community.
Being selected is a great honor because I have that honor to represent the Pueblo people through carving the image of Pope.
The legacy of Popeye includes working together because we are not isolated as we once were. We must live together. The problems we share in this country are not shared by just one people. They are shared by all.
We, the children, the descendants of all those who have gone before us, stand here today to celebrate and present the statue of Popeye to the state and its citizens, as sculpted by famous Pueblo artist Clifford Flower, and embrace the spirit and beauty of diversity and humanity.
There's that joy just in the mere fact of dancing and praying for the world.
Growing up, I learned that when you dance, you just don't think about yourself. You do it not only for yourself, but you do it for the people out there and everybody in the whole world. You do it for the betterness of the people.
It was a very great feeling to see these young individuals dancing with their heart.
When we honor this animal, like I said, we show appreciation, we show respect.
We wanted to signify that everybody's prayers of hope, of healing, of thankfulness, appreciation and gratitude towards Popeye and then the Eagles had carried that back to the spirit world.
had to have been there to feel that energy, the emergence of some kind of energy, and people felt it. I felt it. And people have described that as that this is a true blessing from the Great Spirit. And that was a significant event for the entirety of the Pueblo nations.
For the ceremony at the Capitol building, we all met over at the National Museum of the American Indian so that we can all proceed to the Capitol building.
I could hear whispers and people looking in the sky.
Everybody looked up and there was a bald eagle flying high up in the sky. Washington, D.C., you don't see very many eagles.
Having that eagle appear, right moments before this ceremony, to me was very powerful.
When the eagle passed by, it was like a sign that shows that Popeye was watching over us or listening to us.
Llama kittens and skins back of my feet, and there's a shell on my legs, and bells, legs on my legs, and a string on my leg, and a green string and my leg bells, and my skins, and my llama kittens.
All right.
And these are trees, and these are trees. And this is almond, and this is almond and trees, and this is a blessing and a ring, and that's it.